Hey guys, welcome to Traditional Bow Hunting Wilderness Podcast. This is Jason Sam Kodiak, and today we're going to be talking about this bad boy right here, Kodiak Canvas 10x10 Deluxe VX tent model. And I got this tent so that I can use it for my trips where it's just me going or me and a buddy, and I don't want to pack my big wall tent, my 12x14 Davis wall tent, and also so we can do some smaller trips as a family, me, my wife, and my daughter, or just me and my wife when she's in school or whatever the case is, so we can get out and just do quick setup, because this tent sets up in about 5 minutes, which is incredible. There are some major features to this. First of all, it is canvas. Okay, canvas breathes. I do not like nylon tents anymore. I can understand if you're in somewhere like Alaska or the Yukon or some extreme conditions why you would want to bring, or backpacking. I get it, but for us, canvas is amazing because this material lets air in and out, but it does not let water through, so it's very breathable. So you do not get that clammy feel, that moldy feel, that musty smell, that dampness. You don't get any of that when you are in a canvas tent. They just breathe incredible, so that's a huge factor. Like I said, I don't care if I would be completely happy never sleeping in a nylon tent ever again. I mean, I've been using that wall tent for almost 10 years now, and I straight up love it. And this one is now, that's the reason I bought it. It's canvas, it's compact, and it folds up and down really quick. That's a win-win on every level. So now, what do you get here? Now, they make it in 4 different models, okay? It's basically all about the windows, okay? You can get it in a 10x10, is what I got. You can get it in a 10x14 where the sides slope another 2 feet on each side to give you another 2 feet here and another 2 feet on that side. Get it in a 9x8. There's different versions. What I like about the 10x10 is I like the straight sidewall. If you look down that wall, you can see that it's very straight right here. I like that for water shedding, snow shedding capability, and it keeps that post upright. Not that there's anything wrong with the 10x14, but that'll come out more of an angle like this is what it's going to do. Everybody I know that has one has never had a problem, but that was my thought process, was the 10x10, and it saved me, about $100 to get this model versus getting those couple extra feet. I'll show you the room that we have inside and that kind of stuff in a second here. But the nice feature is if you get it in the standard model, you get just one window right there, and then it's one window and then one door. That's all you get, okay? And then you have the same on the other side over here. There's none of this on the standard model. You get one window and one door. That's what you get on. So it's the same on both sides, but that's what you get. When you go to the deluxe model, you get 2. These are both windows, and you get a door, and then this window here. On there, you get a door and a window also. So you end up with 4 windows on the deluxe, 2 windows on the standard, and then the deluxe has some small vents up here in the corner. And then when you get to this VX model, you gain the side windows. So here we have 2 windows here, 2 windows on the other side, and a big triangular window on each side. So that's basically what it is. And the fact that I'm going to be using this a lot in Georgia in the summer and in the early fall there, and August, September kind of stuff, and April and May, this is going to be nice to have that kind of ventilation. So that's going to be a nice bonus for us in this setup. So but this tent is amazing. The awning is kind of nice because it'll give you some shade. I have not figured out much what I'm going to do about the water factor on there, because you can see, like when I wet it down to season this, water would pool in there, and you got to kind of knock it off. So you almost need to put like a brace or something up here like that to hold that up to let water run off the sides if you want to use this. Personally, I probably, because we don't hang around in camp during the day very often. It's just not something we do. So we're usually camping at night, but during the day we're out doing things or hunting. So I will most likely just leave that rolled up. A side note for you, if you ever have a canopy on any tent and you're going to roll it, do not roll this way and then tie it, because then water will pool inside of there and eventually come through. Roll it under this way and then tie it, and then that way water can just roll right off of it, okay? But we'll probably leave that rolled most of the time is what we're going to end up doing with it. I don't think I'll use that awning very much. One thing I did experiment with was taking these poles, putting the base of it there, and so it comes out on this angle, and then tying those so it takes this down on more of a steeper angle, and that may work very well. And we might do that in the rain, and then we can store some gear under here to keep it dry, and we will just use this side as our entry and exit side, because you do have a door here. You have a door here and a door on the other side. So that's probably what we'll do, is use this as the entry side in and out, and then use that back side What I'll do is I'll real quickly show you. I'll set that up and show you what I'm talking about. But here it is, and you can see how it's going to hold water. I'll take a quick second. I'll reframe or reset this for a quick second. I'll come right back and show you. Okay, now you can see there it is set up. Look at the difference. See the angle and the drop so rain can come off? What I've done is I've taken these poles and I propped them right there against the stake down on that side and propped it against the stake on that side. They hold strong and they're not going anywhere. And then I tied that off on those angles. But now you have this area under here where you can store anything you want to and keep it dry. And any water is going to flow right off there. So that's probably realistically how we'll use this when we need it for gear protection. And, you know, we'll put it up if we want it for shade protection. But it took, I don't know, maybe 10 seconds to switch that from one position to the other. And we'll just use the other side door. Now you can still use this one. You can still get in here. It's not too bad, you know, and you're stuck right under there and come right in. But we'll probably come in and out through that other side and let this be the back of it on a lot of trips. That's just my thought. That way water will just run right off and not be an issue. So that's what we're assuming we're going to do. Now looking at this on the outside, there are some amazing features. First, this flexible system. This is incredible. It's very strong. It's very durable. It works really good. I'm really impressed with it as far as the design and the concept to those spring bars. Nice loops here for your tie downs for your stakes, and the stakes they give you are solid steel stakes. These are really nice stakes that come with it, where most tents when you buy them the first thing you have to replace is the stakes. These give you really good ones right off the bat. Really nice anchor systems on there. The quality of the canvas on here, the quality of this thing is just awesome. I mean, the zipper quality, everything about this thing screams quality. Very impressed with it. Very quick and simple, fast, easy setup with that hub system. You know, it sets up literally in 5 minutes. Now, when we go on the inside of here, we'll go in from the other door so we can get more light through there. So if we go in here, you get a door. This one right here on this side, door. That one's strictly window. You can see it goes all the way to the bottom, and it has this nice flap right over top too, which is nice. So when you use it in the winter, you're not going to have your zippers freeze up. Okay, that's nice. And it just got a little couple Velcro tabs, but that'll keep that from freezing up. But when you come into here and you open this, so there's your doorway here, brings you in. Now you have window zippers on this door right here, so you can let that be a window, which I'll show you here. We'll open it up, but give you an example of size. Okay, I have a full-size cot right there, and I have a twin, or I mean, a queen size air mattress. So this is our setup we'll be using when it's me and my wife here, my daughter here. Huge walkway down the middle. You can see we got tons of gear storage room back here on both ends down here. So we got room. We could put a heater right here if we need to. It gives us a lot of options in here. And you will also notice that I am using these little pucks under the feet. I just knocked that whole thing over, but those little pucks under the feet just to protect the floor. Matt Steed, who has one of these tents, gave me that idea. Now this floor is super thick, the thickest floor I've ever seen in a tent. This thing is insane. So I doubt anything would happen, but that's a pretty good idea to put those on there, and it lets you just move it where you want to real easy. Little furniture pads, you get a 8-pack of them for like $3. These things right here. Nothing complicated, you know, just little sliders, but they let you move that cot around wherever you want real easy. But when you look at the space in here with that cot there, queen size air mattress right here, you can see there is still a ton of room in this thing, and this is set up for 3 people. If you wanted to set this up for 4, what I would do if you wanted a 10 by 10 for 4 people is I would go with the disco bed style cots. I'll probably put a picture of them in here right now for you if I remember. But I have those disco beds. We have 4 of those cots, those disco bed cots, and they turn into bunk beds. So you could run 2 here, 2 over there, have a tremendous amount of room in the middle, plenty of storage for gear. So this 10 by 10 could work perfect for 4 people in cots running those disco beds and work just awesome. And with this height, look at the height of me in here. Now I'm 5'6", so you can see how much room. I think it's 6'3" or something, but there is a tremendous amount of room. I mean, I'm almost stretched all the way out to hit the roof. So in here, if you were running cots, those disco bed cots, you would have plenty of headroom in here and be completely comfortable. So nice setup. Now here, what's really nice here, all the windows, they all roll down, and then you can roll them up at the bottom. I'm not gonna, we're just gonna open them. But let's take a look at this thing when it is opened up. This side here being door side, This is also a door, so if you wanted to leave that open, you could. So for example, if you were running 2 guys hunting in here, you could have a cot here, a cot there. You got a door right here, and you have a door right here. It gives you nice options to be able to come in and out of here from any direction you want. So we got that. We open this window right here. And again, these all have nice roll-ups, so you can roll each of these up if you really want to roll them up. Right now, I'm just opening them. But so that's kind of like the deluxe one, but you can see massive amounts of airflow in this tent like this. Well, then, and you also get these 2 gear lofts, which you have different mounting points everywhere. So you could hang this one on here and let it be longer. You can put them anywhere. And then they give you this gear loft right here. Clips in any place you want it to. And you can throw a whole bunch, and it's pretty solid up here. I mean, it's got some strength, so you could put some clothes up there if you want to dry them. Any, little stuff can go up there and make it real easy. You could put one of these bags on each side and have them. I mean, it's just a nice feature that they give you those. Now, you can also, in this one, the deluxe model, this VX Deluxe is what this is called. You have a window here, and you have a window here. So in the summertime, this is just incredible here. So you can see, I mean, again, now look at this. If I stand in the middle of this, we have window, door, and window. Window here, window there, door and window there, and a window here. This thing is just insane. I mean, you get so much room and so much ventilation out of this tent. It's pretty impressive, straight up, not gonna lie. This thing is pretty impressive setup in here. So we're real excited for it. And like I said, the quality of this, never seen quality so well. I've never yet seen quality this good. The stitching on this thing is absolutely phenomenal everywhere you look at it. The quality of the zippers are just insane, incredible quality zippers. I think these are YKK, I'm pretty sure. Yep, YKK zippers on there, but top notch. Everything that you see on here is just sewn well. Everything is perfectly thought out and put where it's supposed to be. The quality of everything is great. You even have hooks and stuff down here too, which I have not yet figured out what for, but you have some things in here. You got storage. That one's the door, so that's just a flat, but under this one, you have storage pouches right there. On each one of these, on these 2 main window ones. Another one right there, storage pouch right there. The door sides do not have storage because it's a door. But they give you got tabs right here, which you could run laundry lines right across if you wanted to run a laundry line or a divider or something. But you have extra tabs up here that, again, you could run laundry lines. Like, honestly, this will be nice. This gear loft will be nice for my family when we're family camping. When I'm hunting, this will be 3 laundry lines stretched from 1, 2, and 3, going over to here to 1, 2, and 3. We will have our hunting clothes hanging up here. There will be a Mr. Buddy heater down here on the ground. 1 cot there, 1 cot here. Gear spread through the middle and on the edges over here, and that heater will dry all of our clothes. That's what this will end up being in here. And if we need another one, this could be a laundry line from here over to here to hang things on as well too, with that heat source, that Mr. Buddy, Big Buddy heater here, heating and warming everything up and drying clothes. So that is how we will probably use this tent setup. But when we come out here and look at it, and look at here, look at that vestibule, how I have that set in rain position right here. You got all this space all the way out to, if we look at it from right here where my foot is, so I'm guessing that's probably 4 feet of dry area. 4 feet by probably, I'm going to say 7, 8 feet, 4 by 8 foot area here that is dry, that you could leave stuff out there that's protected underneath this awning on there in rain mode, where that water will still run right off and not bother anything. So like I said, I'm very excited. The fact that it packs, that you can put this up in about 5 minutes. Most people probably 5 minutes. First time I did it pretty fast because I wanted to time it, and I was under 5 minutes. It was like 4.5 minutes it took me to do this thing. So and that includes all the stakes. Okay, so very, very fast and easy. I did get mine as a deal that came with the ground cloth, so you can look under here and you can see that I have the actual Kodiak ground cloth I did not connect it right here. I don't know if you're supposed to or not, but I did not want this sticking out like this far. And if I connect that to where those stake holes are, it sticks out too far. So I did not do that. I just left it loose because I would keep that tucked under there. You don't want rain coming off of here and hitting that. So this, I always make sure mine are pushed under so I don't connect them. But I do have that ground cloth. You can see it for here where I have it set up in the yard. You can see that black ground cloth. That came with it as a bonus deal. I think it's only like 20 bucks for that. But that's what's nice is that ground cloth does have on all four corners nice things. It's a real thick, again, real thick tarp, real good quality tarp. And it does have tie down points sewn. You can see the stitching in there, okay? Very good sewing and stitching in all four corners. So I can use this for so many different things. They also give you these little, I don't know what that is right there, what that's for. They got a little piece sewn on there, but it's not open. So I don't know what that is on there, what that's for. Probably something, but point being that for 20 bucks, that's well worth it because I can use that for gear storage if I want to. So if I didn't want to put it under the tent, I could take it out here and I could use that. I could probably even hook that based on the size on my two poles and extend that out. I could do a lot of things with that. So that's going to be very handy. But as we walk around, you can see how cool these windows are that are on this VX, Deluxe VX model. And but like I said, look at the quality. Every one of these corners, you know, super stitched, double reinforced, backed up well. I mean, this thing is just built solid. And from what I hear, this mesh is so fine that the only way to even get water to come through here is you have to almost spray it through. If it's not a torrential downpour, if it's just raining, normal natural kind of rain, light rain to a very mild rain, you can leave these open and water just runs right off these. It's not like a screen where it's going to go through. It just rolls and beads right off of this and doesn't go in there. And when I was soaking it down to season this tent, it was pretty amazing watching that water just bead and roll right off of those. So very impressed. Everybody I know, which is now I know personally about 10 people that actually own a Kodiak canvas tent. Every single one of them straight up love it. And that was one of the reasons I bought it. It's also one of the reasons I decided to do this review before I've actually spent a few nights in here and taken it out places, which I'm going to do, and I may do a follow-up on it. But knowing the fact that I know 10 people that are diehard hunters that love this tent, I know them personally, not just friends of friends, but these guys that straight up love this and have it, you know, I mean, you can't get better than that. So I'm very comfortable doing this review on it right now. So there you go. This Kodiak canvas 10 by 10. I will put some links down below for you to help you find it, make it easier. But it came with everything there, and it also does come with a tent, a bag for the poles, and it comes with a really sweet bag for the tent. So instead of having to try and stuff the bag into the tent, you roll the tent and get it into position, and then the bag actually rolls around the tent and then locks together. So you're not trying to stuff that thing in and fighting like you have to with a lot of tents. There's videos out there if you want to see it. I'm not going to go through the trouble of doing that. Maybe I will when I take it down. We'll see. But pretty brilliant setup. I straight up love it. So, and I think you will too. And like I said, room-wise, tremendous amount of room in here. The 10 by 14 would give you 2 more feet on this side out there, but remember, it kind of tapers up, so it's not like this whole wall moves, but it'll give you about 2 more feet on that side, 2 more feet down here on the bottom of that side. But this is a cot and a queen size mattress. This is designed to sleep 3 people, 2 dogs, and look at the amazing room. I mean, I'll bet you have, I mean, that's a 36-inch cot right there, or whatever it is. So you got, you know, 30 inches between that cot right here, you know, 2.5 feet of space right between here. I mean, you got tons of room in between the bed and that, and you got probably 4 feet, about 4 feet at the end of this. So there's a lot of room left in this tent for all kinds of gear, plus that vestibule area set up like that. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you liked the tent, and any questions, leave them in the comments. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button below. Also in the description, check out my video courses. I have the traditional, or I mean the bow hunting whitetails video course is there, the Save Thousands course, and also the Monetize Your Hobbies and Passions course is there. Check them out in the description, or go to tbwpodcast.com. All right, so here's what's cool about this bag system. First time I've ever used this, but I love the design. So this is the bag, but instead of being an actual bag, it actually folds together around the tent. Gunner, come over here, bud. Gunner, come here. Come over here. Gunner, move, dude. Go. That way. There you go. All right, so I have the tent rolled up. I'm assuming it's going to fit. Like I said, I'm just kind of guessing here. I did it in thirds. But so I take this, I set the tent right on here. Then what you're going to do is you're going to fold these up for the corners, bring them together. Maybe I made it too small. I apparently did. I made it too wide. So now I got to re-roll it. So this isn't going to work. So let that be a lesson to you that I probably should have read the directions, which are very simply put right on here for me, that I probably should have, does it say on there, unzip the doors, clasp the poles, push in the T-pole, blah, 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 fold tent in half, fold again, now into quarters. So I probably should have actually read that and listened to it before I did this, but I did not. So we got to kind of refold this. So we roll it back out like this, and you can see I got it kind of folded. What I did is I did it in thirds. See, so I went 1/3, then another third. Well, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fold it in half one more time. Just because I'm still not going by what the directions say. Just not my cup of tea, so we're going to make it that size. And now I'm going to roll it. So that's that size. Whenever I roll them, I kind of, with canvas tents, I take it about halfway across, like this. And then I'm going to start in on this low side and work it to that. That way I can create a smaller roll right here. So I'm taking this. See, I can get this nice and small roll started. Then it can lead and roll right up into this, but it's already a small roll to start. So we're going to roll this up. Because this floor is so heavy duty thick, might have to give it a minute to let it kind of clear its clear the air out of there as you're rolling. So we're going to roll that like so. And then we will see now what this does. So I'm going to set it on here like this. This one comes up. This one comes up. Connect the buckles. Okay? Bring the other one up. And again, maybe you should read the directions that are printed right on here for you that tell you the exact way to roll this. I'm just, like I said, I didn't do it. So we're going to see if this works. But then you take that, put that on there. Cinch that down tight like that. Cinch that down tight. Then I'm assuming this one goes right over top. Roll it like this. Tuck this side in. Bring this right up. Then on here, you have one strap right there. Then you have another strap right here. And you have another strap right here. Cinch those down tight. And there is your tent in a bag, which is a heck of a lot nicer and easier than trying to stuff and jam and cram a bag in there. Now, this is that. Now, with my ground cloth, this is still wet. Okay, see all that water? It is still wet because it's been on the ground. Do not put this in with that tent until this dries. Another nice feature of this having this stupid, or not stupid, but being better than the stupid bags where you have to stuff everything in, this brilliant system is that once I dry this out, whether I'm going to let it sit in the sun and dry or however I do it, I can simply undo these buckles and just take this, narrow it up in half again, like this, and then just roll that right around there once inside there, and I have this with it, and it's good and dry. But do not put this in there when that's wet, or you will get mold on your canvas. Now, there's that. And then you have my pole bag with my stakes, my guy line, everything in it. So this is that entire tent right there. Nice, simple, basic unit. It's not going to take up a lot of space in a car. And, you know, I don't know, I'm guessing you're probably, it had the specs, I'm going to say you're probably pushing somewhere in the neighborhood of probably 60 pounds, you know, between these two for, you know, right here about 60 pounds probably. Not too bad, not too much to work with, and a beautiful system. So there you go. That's the Canvas 10 by 10 from Kodiak Canvas. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.